Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF Collision or Hit. I, Tony Schiavone, here with Michael Cole and with Paulie Dangerously. And today on Collision or Hit, the last Collision or Hit of 2023 YL, Tony Schiavone said, we are going to see a match that we saw yesterday on Rampage or Ramfru, because we got this newcomer called Main Azeebs, and we saw what he did yesterday on Rampage or Ramfru. Well, that's right, Michael Cole says. What we're going to see here today, Tony, here today on Collision or Hit, we're going to see Main Azeebs, who was in WWE at one time, who was on SmackDown and Raw and NXT before being let go in 2023 YL, and mostly was known for being the body watcher, body keeper for Apollo Crews when Apollo Crews was having his heel run. Well, I can tell you one thing right now, Tony and Michael. General Azeez is not the man, to fuck with. Forgive my English here. But anyway, forgive my English here. But that is the truth, Paulie Dangerously says. He's not the man that anyone should be, playing games with. I mean, alright, he might not be in the same standard of Roman Reigns, but this should still look Main Azeebs all the same, Paulie Dangerously says. Alright. Aaliyah said, yesterday everyone in the toy wrestling gathering was put on setup about Main Azeebs. Yes, Main Azeebs might, he's already taken out Jad Jaguar. He's already taken out Miko Sanatini. And that's not the only toys or dolls that he's going to be taking out here in the toy wrestling gathering. You see, the one thing in the toy wrestling gathering is everyone has to know that you can't beat my man, Main Azeebs. That's right. I am Main Azeeb. And at one time I was the body keeper for Apollo Crews when he was doing his heel run. When they had him do his heel run, and he was on SmackDown. And then when they shipped him over to Raw again, then they put me on Raw for the first time. I was on Raw the first time, Raw Underground. Then I was on SmackDown the first time with Apollo Crews. On Raw the two-different time of Apollo Crews. Then I was put on NXT for the first time. And sadly, and then I was let go. But here, I am irked and I am angry at everyone. So the way I look at it, the way you look at it, Jad Jaguar says, and let me be so forgiving to not tell you who I am. I am Jad Jaguar, from the Godzilla film, Godzilla Fight Magellan. And he not only showed up in one Godzilla film, I was in the Godzilla show called, what are they called? Fiend Island, Fiend World, I don't know. And my doll, this is a Playmates take on the Bandai doll, and my doll was sold at Aldi's. And don't forget me not knowing you, Aaliyah, the former WWE Women's Tag Team fighter, or for Raquel Gonzalez. Before you both lost your winnings to Dakota Kai and Io Shirai. Then you got out wounded, came back, and then you were let go in 2023 YL after being on NXT for a long time, then SmackDown, and then Raw. So you know all about my yesteryear, Aaliyah says. You know about how I was in WWE and I was on NXT for many, many years. And then I was traded from NXT to SmackDown, then traded from SmackDown to Raw, how I won the WWE Women's Tag Team winnings for Raquel Gonzalez, then losing those winnings to Dakota Kai and Io Shirai, then going out wounded, then coming back, having nothing for me, and then being let go. But here, you, Miko Santini says, I don't care how big or how strong or how mighty you say Aziz is. And every man can be beaten. Every man can be stopped. So, I think the two of us can take care of your man like that. Oh, is that right then? Well then, Aaliyah says, I dare you to think that you can win. Shit. Ding ding ding. Well, just to gotta let everybody know about Aaliyah, she's from the settled land, Tony Schiavone says, and she's a Muslimish. I mean, she belongs to the Islamish worship. It might not be a big deal, Tony Schiavone says. Yeah, means that she's Middle Eastern then, Tony Schiavone says. So then that would have made her the first Middle Eastern woman to win the W Women's Tag Team winnings. Well, that's right, Michael Cole says. And this is going to be the match we saw yesterday on Rampage or Ramfru playing out here today on Collision or Hit. And is General Aziz, well, it looks like the Fight Lord's having a heart, is going to probably just fall down anyway. General Aziz just knocked down Miko Santini, you know, and now Aziz just body slammed Miko Santini, and down he went, and down went the Fight Lord, who, you know, is never a close stake, a man who has never ever had a bad time keeping in the ring. Miko Santini body slammed it, a drop kick, and now Head Aziz right now is now taking out Miko Santini from above the law, or Miko above the law. Tony Schiavone said, that's right, Michael Cole says. And now here comes Jed Jaguar in the ring now. And Jed Jaguar looks like Dustin Thunder Lager a little, Tony Schiavone says. Michael Cole says. He looks like Dustin Thunder Lager a little. You know, he does. And then a body slam. And how did he even do that? I don't know how he body slammed Aziz. But Aziz now got, you know, Jed Jaguar and just dropped him down like he was nothing. Paulie Dangerously says, I've seen a lot of big men come and go. You know, there was Diesel, there was Kane, there was The Undertaker, there was the Evelyn Gonzalez, there was Andre the Evelyn, there was the there was the Evelyn Silva, there was Kurgan, you know, there was Omos, I mean, Braun Strowman. You go on a list of folks that were like big, you know. But at the end of the day, I don't think any of. But then Aziz may have even had them kind of beat. And right now, it seems that Jaguar is in a bind right now, Paulie Dangerously says. He's going to wish that he didn't eat him and his friend, Miko Santini, didn't get back into this match, Paulie Dangerously says. Oh, is that true, huh? Miko Santini thought that he had the upper hand. A spin kick knocks down Hit Aziz. He might be handicapped by holding his gun and his hand holding in a gun holding. And now, Aaliyah just pulled his leg. And now that's it. Hit Aziz got him now, and down went Miko Santini. Well, I told you right now, Paulie Dangerously says, it looks like Jed Jaguar and Miko Santini are getting beat again. That's right. The fight overling has to track 1, 2, 3, Tony Schiavone said. Paulie Dangerously, you're right about that. You're right about that, Paulie Dangerously. It looks like that Hit Aziz is going to win this match here, Michael Cole says. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner, Head Aziz, or main Aziz. It seems that Aaliyah and Head Aziz right now have still beat Miko Sanatini and Jad Jaguar here today on Collision or Hit. The last Collision or Hit of 2023 YL, Tony Schiavone says. That's right, Michael Cole said. Tomorrow is going to be 2024 YL, Michael Cole says. Yeah, Paulie Dangerously says. It's going to be the first Alone Night Raw of 2024 YL. You know, and who knows what things are going to happen next year in the Toy Wrestling Gathering. Well, it seems now... Hat. No. Where's the hat at? Fuck. There's one. Alright. Shit. Well, now we're going to take it away now to Jim Ross. Tony Schiavone says, thank you, Tony Schiavone and Michael Cole. I'm going to be talking once again, this time, you know, with Main Aziz and Aaliyah here today on Collision or Hit. So, Aaliyah, once again, it seems that your man, Main Aziz, got a win here. You got that right, Jim Ross. My man Aziz did get a win. You saw what happened to Miko Sanatini and Jad Jaguar. You saw what happened yesterday on Rampage or Ramfru. You saw what happened today on Collision or Hit. So, I guess they didn't learn their class last night, and they want to do it here today. Well, you saw how Hit Aziz beat them. And you, Hit Aziz, why you always irked? Why you irked and angry? Me, irked and angry? Do I look irked? Do I look angered? Do I look wretched? No, I'm not irked or angry or wretched. But like I said, Miko Sanatini and Jad Jaguar were in the wrong stead in the wrong time, Jim Ross. And when you're in the wrong stead in the wrong time, bad things happen to folks. So hopefully Miko Sanatini and Jad Jaguar learn that class, and I won't have to deal with them anymore. Well, that's my talk with Aaliyah and Hit Aziz. Back to you, Tony Schiavone and Michael Cole. Thank you, Jim Ross, for talking with Aaliyah and Main Aziz here today on Collision or Hit. And that's all the time we got it for Collision or Hit. Tony Schiavone, Michael Cole, and Tony Schiavone, Michael Cole, and Paulie Dangerously. We hope you like Collision or Hit, and we'll see you tomorrow for Monday Night Raw, or Alone Day Night Raw.